talk about very quickly. Now, moving on to our next topic. So, all this stuff talking about some strict program, running a strict program or whatever. And I know oftentimes it is a conversation that's more centered around romantic relationships. But, people can definitely also run a strict program with friendships and stuff like that. And so, for me personally, I'm kind of gonna rant a little bit, but I'm gonna I'm gonna make it a little general and not too direct, right? Um, some of y'all don't run a strict program. Some of y'all are just very judgmental and condescending. Hey Quan, finally. Took forever. Took for fucking ever. Yeah, some of y'all are don't run a strict program. Some of y'all are just like judgmental as fuck and very condescending, and it just is what the fuck it is. I feel like again, when it comes to well, let me just say this in general. It's perfectly fine and actually necessary for you to have boundaries and or high expectations of other people, right? Especially someone that you're going to be close to. And I feel like again, that's fair, that's fine. I'm not really critiquing that. There's a lot of y'all that love to sit on your high horse and you love to look down on people, and when it comes to trying to get to know people, making new friends, or even like dating, because someone doesn't have the exact same thought process as you do, because someone doesn't have the same style that you would want them to have, just because someone doesn't, I don't fucking know, eat the kind of food that you would like them to eat, just because someone doesn't fucking walk the way you want them to, you are like looking at them as if they're beneath you, and like you're not allowed to be around me. Again, I'm not talking about having boundaries or like you not wanting to be friends with someone who's racist. I feel like that's very fair, right? Not talking about that. But I think there's a lot of very small things that people um there's a lot of very small things that people try to put onto others and like create these very tight restrictions for people in their life that I just think is very weird, and it's more so centered around them feeling like just superior in any kind of way, not even just morally, but you just feel better than others because you feel in your mind, right? In your mind, you feel like you've done all the work that you needed to do. You feel like you have a great job. You finished school, you graduated. You just feel like I'm this kind of person, right? And so as you're getting to know other people, you want your circle to reflect you, I guess, which is fine. But people do not have to be exactly like you. I don't have to think like you. I don't have to walk like you. I don't have to talk like you. I don't have to like the same shit that you do. I don't have to like the same food that you do, clothes that you do, shows that you do. I don't. And guess the fuck what? Me, Asia Oliver, I am not going to prove myself to nobody. I don't give a fuck. I don't got to prove myself to nobody. No one. What the fuck makes you think that I'm going to sit up here and try to meet your requirements to be worthy of being in your life? Please get the entire fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. If you don't like me the way that I am, please fuck all the way off. Because one thing that I know for a fact, I have made so much progress. I've made so much progress and I have blossomed in literally every way possible. I have improved in every way possible, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I'm still, look, I ain't perfect, but shit, at 23 years old, I'm doing a goddamn good job. I'll tell you that. I'm a great person and I've made a lot of improvement, and I am constantly seeking improvement and, you know, opinions. Why did you just put 29? I just said 23. What the fuck? You're talking about Chad talking about you're 29, Adrian. No, I'm 23. 2-3. Um, but yeah, like I am not doing that. And so I'm kind of like slick ranting a little bit because there is someone that I actually want to leave me the entire fuck alone right now. Because I just ugh, it was just a lot of undercover. It was just like a lot of microaggressions and just undercover negative energy where I can just tell that you're like kind of looking down on me a little bit. And it's like, bitch, just because it's not the exact same thing as you. And it's just like, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't like that. I feel like I do run a fairly strict program, but I just feel like I'm not judgmental and I'm not condescending. Some of y'all are just judgmental, condescending assholes who only want to be around people that literally are just like you. You don't want to have people around you that are different, or even people around you that are in their transition period. They're working on themselves. They just experienced something fucked up and they're trying to work through it, or they have a lot of bad habits that they're trying to work through and navigate. But you're going to judge them for it. You're going to look at them weird for it because they're still working on themselves. Fuck you. Honestly. And like I said, with me, I don't have to prove myself to no fucking body. If you don't like me the way that I am, if you don't want to assist me in my growth, if you don't want to teach me anything, or if you don't want to learn anything from me, get the fuck from around me. I'm not going to prove myself to you. Who are you? Y'all are not God. I don't have to prove myself to no fucking body. It's not happening. I don't give a fuck what kind of program you run, nigga or bitch. I don't give a fuck. Anybody. I don't care how strict your program is. I'm not gonna sit up here and bust my ass to try to meet your requirements so I can just feel, because if I don't, I'm what? Unworthy of existing because I'm not functioning in the exact way that you want me to. And the weird thing is, people will judge you or look or side eye you for certain things that you do or certain things that they think that you do, instead of just fucking asking you, instead of asking questions. Why are you this way? Why are you stuck on this bad habit? Why can't you get off it? What happened that turned you into this kind of person? Why are you so um reactive, defensive? Instead of being so judgmental and being an asshole, like, do people not ask questions anymore? Do people not want to get to know why people are the way that they are? If you're gonna just be so quick to side eye me or judge me for anything because I'm not doing exactly what you do, you're not my kind of person. And you're actually kind of like a miserable human too. So please miss me entirely with that shit. Like, please. Anyway, I'm gonna move right along. I'm gonna move right along because I can go all day talking about that. Okay. Now, actually, quick commercial break, last commercial break, because I gotta get myself together. I gotta see what I want to talk about next. We're coming to a close with the show. Um, So I have probably like one or two more topics left and then I'm getting out of here. But if you have been watching so far, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are liking the different vibes of the show. I'll talk more about it at the end, but I'm adding some things to it. Some more things are coming very soon. So just kind of get used to watching little things in between these commercial breaks, and just seeing some cool things over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, but I'll be right back. Commercial break. For all my audio podcast listeners, you can now listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Substack. But if you'd rather just hear me and not see me, head over to your preferred podcast app, search My Thoughts No One Asks For, and listen now. second. Okay, so real quickly,